What's up, America? It's your girl. Let me get this mic over here out to this area. I don't know why. Excuse me. What's up, America? We are live at the number one internet radio station, IntellectualRadio.com. Let me say it for y'all slow people back there, way back there. IntellectualRadio.com, which is an iHeart radio station. You can catch us. We're streaming 24/7. We have over probably 70 or 80 shows, 24/7, every day of the week, something for anybody, whether it's gospel, whether it's health, whether it's debatable topics, he said, she said, rhythm flow. It's just so many different topics and so many different hosts and co-hosts and guests. So go to intellectualradio.com, download the app, go and log in, check out the show, see which one interests you, and get you something to drink, something to eat, and click on, put your legs up, and tune in. You can also call into the station if you have a comment or a suggestion or you want to take part in the topic. All you have to do is call 708-223-8953. Again, that number is 708-223-8953. I am solo today. Hopefully, with my dad in the hospital, my guests will be able to start back coming up this Thursday and throughout the rest of the year. My goal today is to inform, educate, entertain, and inspire. In this intellectual dialogue hour, we're going to be sharing information, giving introspection, and providing some inspiration. So, I have two topics I want to talk about today. And before I get into that, today's show is sponsored by the intro is sponsored by no other than Krispy Kreme. Their goal is to make the most awesome donuts on the planet every single day. And I think they have accomplished that. They are almost addictive donuts. And I think this Thursday, you can get a dozen of glazed donuts for $1, if I'm not mistaken. You can get a dozen of original glaze for $1 Thursday only. So go to their website, Krispy Kreme with a K.com. They have 3 locations, 7815 South Halsted Street in Homewood, 9150 Southwestern Avenue in Evergreen Park, and 110 South Manhattan Road in Hillside. And they also have a satellite downtown. I have to get that address. Also, please support my family. They have a restaurant called Ruby Soul Food on 183rd in Country Club Hills. They have a new location that's going to be opening up downtown, and I will get that information to you on Thursday. So please share and support. He's doing big things, and I am so proud of him. So we're going to get started today, and what we're going to be talking about today live here in the studio is how to boost your self-esteem. Sometimes people's self-esteem affects everything they do, whether it's in a relationship, business, friendship, it's being affected. And so we're going to talk about some ways to overcome that particular thing. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you from Making Waves with Miss Darci and crew. We're going to also, the deep thought for today is you may not be able to control every situation or the outcome, but you can control your attitude and how you deal with that situation. And that is so true. So I'm going to read that one more time. You may not be able to control every situation and the outcome of that situation, but you can control your attitude on how you deal with that. And that's on anything, relationships, family. I'm dealing with my dad. And that is, you want people to do certain things and they may not necessarily do it the way you want to do it. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that it gets done. And so that is really something that's important to me. So we're going to talk about why sometime in your business, your income or your finances or making money gets stagnated. It just stops. All of a sudden money coming in, you get new contracts, everything's going well, and then you get a little gap and you wonder why that gap stops. And then how to boost your self-esteem, and then how to market your business for free. So we're going to try to cover all 3 of those topics. We are live, intellectualradio.com, which is iHeart radio station. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment.
Make it work. Make it work. Make it work. Make it work. Make it.
Hi, Mike.
Make it work.
Listen to Making Waves with Miss Darci on IR and iHeart Radio Station, Tuesday and Thursday, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. We love you, Miss Darci.
Are bill collectors calling you? Are you afraid to answer the phone? Afraid of lawsuits, garnishments, losing your apartment, house, or car? Then call us for your debt relief options. I'm attorney Peter Francis Geraci. Chapter 7 or 13 can relieve the debt pressure. Call us now for a free phone mini consultation or log on to infotapes.com. We're the law firm you trust to get you out of debt.
401-4010.
Hey, this is Lenny Williams, and I enjoy listening to IntellectualRadio.com and Making Waves with Miss Darci.
It's a new year and the first anniversary of our revolutionary acne treatment. To celebrate, we have an amazing new offer for you. Order Proactive Plus, and for a special limited time, you'll pay just $19.95. Imagine skin so clear and beautiful, you feel confident to go after all the things you want. Make it happen today with Proactive Plus.
That's a huge difference. Look at that. Proactive Plus makes me feel amazingly beautiful.
Proactive Plus is dermatologist developed to help seek out and fix problem areas on your skin. And it's proven to work 4 times faster than the leading prescription.
This product is doing it. I started seeing results with Proactive Plus within the first week.
Now's the best time ever to order because we're offering extra savings to first-time customers. Call 1-800-773-5681 to get our 3-step system plus free gifts and free shipping. All just $19.95.
I use Proactive Plus every day. Like, I literally use this stuff.
It's a new year and the first anniversary of our...
Back, if you're just tuning in, Making Waves Miss Darci, we broadcast live right here at the #1 internet radio station, IntellectualRadio.com, which is an iHeart radio station, every Tuesday and Thursday starting at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. And my intern and my guest is not here today, but they will be here on this Thursday. So today I want to talk about, you know how you start making money in your business and everything is going well, and then all of a sudden you get a gap on that income. You're not getting as many contracts, and you're trying to figure out if you're doing something wrong or what happened. Well, I want to take, for example, my water. When I started off with D-Flat Tommy water, it'll be 3 years in February of 2020. And the orders were coming in. But what I failed to realize is when the people start to lose the weight, right? Then they try to work on bettering themselves on what they eat, how much they eat, drinking more water, including green vegetables into their diet, and making sure they do a detox. We should do a detox twice a month. And I'm going to tell you why. In my nutrition class, we're learning that when you do a detox, we don't know how our food is grown, where the meat comes from, what farm it was on, how clean it was, because we have to do the same thing when we bring it into our homes. So we want to get any toxins, anything that's in our system needs to be removed, right? So out of 30 days, twice a month, we should be detoxing. Another thing we should be doing, and I know people probably don't like to talk about this, is if you eat 3 meals a day, you should be in the bathroom 3 times a day. And I'm not talking about number 1, I'm talking about number 2. Can we talk? You know, we close the door in here, so can we really talk? So if you have 3 meals, when you eat your breakfast in the morning, before you eat your lunch, you should have released your breakfast. Period, poo. Just as my grandbaby would say, period, poo. When you eat your lunch, before you eat your dinner, you should have released your lunch. And if you're not doing that, you're not drinking enough water, and you're not getting enough vegetables. And then it's going to come out in a different way on your skin. You can get acne, high cholesterol, diabetes, all these other things start to have a play. Since our body feeds off of water, we should be drinking a liter of water a day, literally. And if you're not doing that, try to at least drink 32 ounces a day, but try to also detox twice a month. You will feel so much better. You won't be bloated. All kind of things will start happening for your entire body. And so that at first I was just detoxing once a month. but I just started this month. I'm detoxing twice this month. So I've already detoxed this past weekend, and then I'm going to detox again right after Christmas. But you want to detox twice a month, whether it's the 1st and 3rd, the 2nd and the 4th, however you want to do it. You need to be detoxed, and that's something you need to put in your phone. We use our expensive phones for everything on the planet. You need to put that in your phone to do that. I just needed to share that with you. I'm learning so much in my nutrition class, and I look forward to graduation next year for the nutrition class. But here are some things that when your business isn't making money, you think that it's your fault, you did something wrong. It's not your fault. So we got a new year coming up. In less than 3 weeks, we got a new year coming up. So what could you do, or what could I do as an individual, as an entrepreneur, as a grinder, as a hustler, to keep that fun, keep that your finances going constantly when you get a slow period? So for me, when people have used my water and have lost this amount of weight they want to lose, so then I talk to them about how they're cooking their food. What are they eating? Are they drinking enough water? So then you move on to something else. And then you ask for referrals, right? You also need to ask for reviews. And that's something that we have not been doing. So we're going to start. When people try my water, if you like it, whether it's good or bad, I love constructive criticism. I would love to hear your viewpoint on my website, or you can go to my Facebook page or my Instagram page and do a review on what you thought of the water that you sampled or that you're currently using, or the detox. You know, anything about that, just give me your opinion. One sentence or two, that would be great, right? So we also want to help other individuals, whatever they have. You know, I get so many things saying, can you like my page every day? But I like to go into the different groups that I'm in. I've deleted some of the groups because they wasn't advantageous for me to keep them around. But some of the groups I'm in, I enjoy the groups because you learn from people who post within the group. So as long as it's positive, you get what's positive out of there, how it can benefit you on your journey, and you apply that and see if it works. We won't know if it works unless we try it, right? So we want to do that. I have I have two groups: aggressive entrepreneurs, and then I have the Millionaire Mindset Movement. I have not been posting, but I do have some administrators, and we will start to post more in January. We want to know the people who are in the group. We want to find out what they're doing and how we can help and support, because at the end of the day, we have to support each other. So that's one thing I want to do. Also, some of the groups that you're in, you have to get to know the people in the group, because maybe what you're looking for, the people may be in the group, or maybe they can recommend someone to you. I was looking for someone I wanted a new vendor for my labels, for my water, and also for my detox soup that's coming out next year. And so I'm having a time with people being committed to following up when I run out of labels. And so I'm trying to alleviate that additional stress for 2020. So someone gave me a referral for someone in the group, and she also has a product, but she gets her labels overseas, and they're less in negotiations with that individual right now. So it's just so many things we can do. The dynamics of 2020 approaching, we can change our attitude, how we deal with things, and our mindset, people. If your bank account last year, and I'm gonna keep saying this every time I get on this mic, if your bank account last year was negative, don't go out this year with it still being negative. If your bank account was under $300 last year on December 10th, don't go out on December 31st with it being the same way. If you're doing the same thing over and over again and it's not working, it's called insanity. And you have to do something different in 2020. You got to do something different right now. So if you start today, then by the time 2020 get here, you'll be on the road, because it becomes a habit. So that a habit is something you do consistently. The fortune, our fortune, mine, yours, and everybody else's, is in the follow-up. So no matter how much you learn, no matter how many seminars you go to, no matter how many workshops you go to, no matter how many groups you go to, and you're posting and liking, if you're not doing anything that resonates with you in that group or at the workshop or at the seminar, it doesn't mean anything. You have to apply it. You have to try it. I know people are afraid of fear and failure or success, but you won't never know if you don't do it, right? I just started a crochet class. I used to crochet years ago. But when I went in that class and the instructor showed me how to do it, I was like, oh my God. So now I've made a hat. I'm working on an infinity scarf. If you are in the Bellwood area, go to the Bellwood Library. The person at the library, the person in charge, she gave us, when you walk into the library, they have this big old showcase. It's a double showcase glass window. And everybody in the class put something in that showcase that we have made in the last 60 days. And when I tell you that showcase looks absolutely amazing, stop by that showcase and see the work that the 30-something women made and put in that showcase. We decorated it last night and it looks absolutely amazing. And so I'm enjoying that class. That's like my downtime. I get to let go everything and relax and listen to words of wisdom from some women there. And we have a good time. We laugh and we enjoy ourselves. We're having our first potluck and grab bag this coming Monday. And that's just another level of people you get to grow and learn from. And I didn't even talk to them about my water until last night. So I'm bringing everybody samples next week, but I didn't even bring up the water. I just enjoyed the fellowship and the learning. But as individuals, when your money is not coming in the way you want it to as an entrepreneur, you have to find another route, another level. Take, for example, a business coach. So business coach is helping everybody with a vision board, and it's for 90 days, and everybody has doubled their income. What is she going to do for the next 9 months to continue their revenue coming in? So she might ask for referrals. She may go a different way, maybe help them become a consultant, help them create other additional revenue in their business or in their livelihood. So it's up to us to create something different to go along with that. For me, I have the water, and now I'm coming out with the detox soup and then the smoothie, which will be a meal replacement in the spring. So each level requires a different version. And so I have to be able to do that. And I'm also working on, I'm not really good at working out. I did do it for a minute there, because I was challenged to do it, but I haven't really did it since then. But I am working on D-Flat Tummy Water workout gear. And so I have 3 different outfits that'll be launching in January of 2020. Now, when you have a workout gear, that means you got to be working out. So I got to work on that, because it don't make sense to have workout gear if you're not working out. But that's a whole nother level. See, I'm not ashamed. I need to be working out, but I am not. But what we want individuals, we want to, if you want to make an additional $5,000 a month, an additional $2,500 a month. Some people just want an additional $500 a month. Whatever that is, you need to write it down, put it in your kitchen on your refrigerator, put it in your bedroom, put it in your bathroom, behind your door, or on the side of your medicine cabinet, put it in your phone, but you got to write it down somewhere. Put it on your dresser, put it somewhere where you're going to frequent that room, and then keep repeating that every day, day in, day out, and then work toward that. You may have to use social media and do some new social media sites, some more marketing and advertising. You may have to hire someone to make you some videos. You may have to hire someone to create content for you. Whatever it is, we want to go into 2020 already ready and equipped with what we need right now. So we want to take these last 21 days. Is it 21 days? Yeah, 21 days and make it happen. So start right now. It's not going to be easy, because if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But we have to be focused, challenge our mind, put on our thinking cap, and make it happen. I think anybody can come up with a solution for a problem, use your talent, your skill, and make it work. Study it and be the best that you can be in that area. And the customers will come, because guess what? They'll wait for you. So whatever it is, it's time for you to get started in doing it now. Don't say on the weekend. Don't say on the 15th. Don't say on the 20th. Don't say January 1. Don't make all these elaborate New Year's resolutions and they don't get done. Start today. Start something small. Pick one thing today or 2 and start doing them right now until the end of the year, and watch what happens. Because we control it. We control it. Not our family, not how we was raised, not whether we got a degree, not whether we got a job. If we don't have a job, we should be working really hard to get it done. We can do this. I know we can do this together collectively. If you have a comment or a suggestion or something you're doing and it's working for you, please share it on the broadcast. Please email it to me, text it to me, but let's do this together as a whole collectively. We're going to take a pause. We're going to come back, and I want to talk about how we can boost our self-esteem. Sometimes people don't get things done because they have a problem with their self-esteem. And I have experienced it, and I'm sure most people have. And I still deal with it from time to time, but it's not like beating me in the face, right? So I want to talk about a couple of things we can do to kind of boost our morale. You're tuned into IntellectualRadio.com, which is an iHeart radio station, and we are guaranteed to feed your brain. Back in a moment.
Listen and learn. This radio station is now heard around the world. With the free iHeartRadio app, you can press play on your mobile device and listen to your favorite news and talk wherever you go. There's nothing quite like the radio, everyone listening all at once. And with iHeartRadio, more people have just been invited to the party. Choose from over 1,500 live and local stations free. Just download the iHeartRadio app where you download apps or get started at iHeartRadio.com.
American Express for travel and entertainment worldwide.
Just show them this, the American Express card.
Don't leave home without it.
But someday, I may even use it on the moon. It's a marvelous thing.
Oh! So you can replace plane tickets, traveler's checks, a lost card.
Really? That worked?
Red rose from my red bone, though her favorite color's yellow, mellow, like la under blue skies. What she see up in my black eyes, she gazing in them like the hazel. Whether she
this song was created by my son, Tristan Nicholas Vance.
Like
Colors.
She want me to taste too. I said I only drink every blue moon and the moon's white. So that's something that I can't do, but I'll paint you. But no time, green on my mind, and the gold and the silver. I need that brown paper bag money. So many red lights in my life, I'm just waiting on my green to come. Instead I'm moving so slow, people think I'm drinking purple stuff. I treat my haters like an orange, I peel them off. Pink lemonade for a sunny day in the paintbrush. Let me paint you a picture, like a painter with a paintbrush. My mind is a prison. Now, which color do I pick?
Which one?
The color blue, defined in the pitch. Graffiti on the wall.
Yeah.
Visualize what I'm spitting.
Let me know what you say.
It's so remarkable, dude.
Is it?
The color blue.
When you take a look at the spectrum, seems like the world is more splattered with red from blues being smeared from all these tears, so the black is kept if the chrome ain't near. Life with foggy vision makes it hard to see. If it ain't gold or pink, then it better be green. Purple heart cannon, never been a canary. Take the white out your mouth, sell it to one of the fairies. Everything ain't peachy, but shine like silver. Lime twist, brown look, and some click cute chilled up. You can look in the sky or just wait for the rainbow, but we all got a category or some sort of label. Painting perfect pictures like colorful scriptures. Don't blend me in with the rest. I'm a combustible mixture. Wish I was cut blind from the tragedy. I witnessed the masterpiece of a catastrophe. My generation is pending.
Let me paint you a picture, like a painter with a paintbrush. My mind is a prison. Now, which color do I pick? The color blues, defined in the pitch. Graffiti on the wall. Visualize what I'm spitting. It's so remarkable, dude. The color blue.
Welcome back. Welcome back. You're tuned in to Making Waves with Miss Darci on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeart radio station. You can catch us locally, nationally, and internationally, and we're streaming 24/7. So earlier I was talking about things we could do to keep our income coming in, flowing. So when we have that little gap, we can do some other things to continue our business. I want to talk about self-esteem, which is really big for a lot of individuals, overcoming self-esteem, boosting it. The first thing I say will be do something for yourself, something that you enjoy. You don't want to look at it as being something selfish. You want to do something that makes you feel good, makes you smile, make you happy, make you laugh. Do that to break the ice. Do that for yourself. It could be a favorite movie, getting you a latte, paying $10. Some people like to pay $10 at Starbucks for a latte. Watching your favorite show, getting your hair done, nails, buying a new outfit, whatever it is, something that you enjoy to make time for yourself that you don't feel guilty about. The second thing I want to say is go out of your way to do something for someone else that you think, whether it's taking someone to the grocery store, picking up some items for your neighbor or senior, or just helping somebody with, something they need help with that they can't afford to pay anybody else for, something, small, something that makes you feel good inside, something positive that you can help someone else, right? The next thing I want to say you want to set the bar for you. 30 days, your weekly goals. You'd want to make sure it's something that you can attain as an individual. You don't want to put 20 things down and you only get 3 of them done. You want to have realistic goals. I call it, for me, I do PPA, product producing activities. So I create something that's going to generate me some revenue. If I'm going to have a meeting, if I'm going to have 4 meetings a week, 5 meetings a week, what can we do collectively together to generate revenue so it's a win-win for not just me, but for both parties? Because I'm wasting gas and time to meet someone and vice versa. So you got to go in with a goal. What are you going to accomplish when you meet with that individual? When I meet with Whole Foods, my goal is to land a contract for a certain amount of cases of water, whether it's weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. So whatever that is, if I'm meeting with a client, my goal is to get them where they want. If they want an extra 500, they want an extra 1,000, but they have to be committed. So it has to be both sides. It can't be one-sided. So you're doing that for them, but you're also doing it for yourself. Because when you do stuff for other people, it's a good feeling inside and you don't want to block your blessings. You also want to write it down. We just talked about that. Make a list of things that challenged you the most. That's going to make you really have to work hard at it. Because when you work hard at something, you feel good when you have achieved or accomplished that. Whatever it may, something small or large, that's something that you want to definitely do, right? When it comes to success, if you want to be a millionaire, if you want to make 200,000 2020 or 100,000, what are you going to do starting today to set yourself up for January 1? You don't want to wait for January 1 to say, I'm going to start doing A, B, C, D. You want to start right now. What is the reason that you cannot start today? You don't have to start large. You can start small. Whatever you do, you have to be consistent. You have to be dedicated, determined, and you have to be disciplined. Those are 3 things I have on my refrigerator right now: dedicated, disciplined, and determined. You have to have all 3. You can't have 1 or 2. You have to have all 3. They all go in together. And if you do that and don't let anyone or anything stop you, right? Because things are going to happen. We're not perfect. We live imperfect lives. I have a situation going on right now with my dad. I can't just brush it to the side, but I still have to find a way to make it work. So they were laughing at me yesterday when I went to go see my dad. I had my laptop, I had my tablet, I had my cord, and I had my charger. So they was looking at me like, I said, you know how they bring those little things in the rooms where you put your food on? I had to get me my own for all my stuff because I have to be doing something else. Yeah, I'm still conversating with my dad, but I'm visiting him, but I'm also getting some things done. So we have to figure out a way. And will it be easy? No, but will it be worth it? Absolutely. Absolutely. Right. The next thing you want to do is don't let low self-esteem paralyze you. Some people can't do anything because they blame it on everything but themselves. They blame it on the circumstances. They blame it on how they was raised. They blame it on them not having an education. They blame it on the environment. If they were raised in the projects or Cabrini Greens, or they was brought up on link card or public aid. They have all these different excuses on why they cannot achieve their goal. Well, at the end of the day, that may have happened. You may have been brought up on WIC. You may have been brought up on public assistance. You may have been brought up on food stamps. But that doesn't mean that you can't overcome that situation. I hate to hear people always use an excuse as the not to change their individual circumstances. Everybody has a reason. Everybody has an excuse. Everybody has a different story to tell. But you can change that story. The outcome of that story affects what the decisions you make on every single day. I just talked about last week where when we get up, we probably make 10 to 12 decisions before 12 o'clock. Men, they have to figure out if they're going to shave today or they're not going to shave. What they going to put on. Women, we got to figure out what lipstick we going to wear. We going to wear makeup. We not going to wear makeup. If we going to wear lip gloss, how we going to comb our hair. If we going to wear our hair, wear another kind of hair. We're going to get it colored. We're going to get it dyed. We're going to get our nails done. What color is it going to be? What we going to put on? Are we going to wear jewelry? Not going to wear jewelry? What we going to eat for breakfast? What we going to eat for lunch? What we going to eat for dinner? What route we going to take to work? And we ain't even left the house. right? So then when you leave the house, what route you going to take? You got your to-do list. Which one you going to do first? Which phone calls you going to make? Which text message you going to respond to? Which emails you going to... All of that. And that's every single day. So you got the holidays. People were deciding whether they was going to host Thanksgiving. Now you got Christmas. If you're going to host Christmas, what you going to host? Is it going to be a potluck? If people going to bring something? What time you going to have it? Where it's going to be at? What you going to wear? This is every single day. But what I do know, for one thing, I do know that the decisions that we make in an instant can affect our entire life. Period. So we have to be careful. We have to be mindful. We have to use wisdom. We have to really do soul searching to decide that decision that we make, how is it going to affect us, and for the short term and for the long term, right? We have all these decisions to make, and it's overwhelming when you think about it. But we have to do it sooner than later. We have to do it sooner than later. So I know y'all probably saying, why is she going to tell me what I can and can't do? But it is. I ain't got to say it. It's something you got to do every single day, right? We want to surround ourselves around positive thinkers who focus on the future, who are determined to get things done, who want to build, who want to be entrepreneurs, who want to be self-confident. You know, they want to do this right now. They have meaningful goals. You know, they have a mind map. You know, a mind map is writing simple things out on what you're going to do every given day for 7 days. And you don't have to do 30 days. If it's 30 days is overwhelming, 5 days. If 5 days is overwhelming, do 3 days. Whatever works for you, because what works for you may not work for someone else. Everybody has to find out what works for them and then work at it. Quickly, I want to highlight a couple of things we can do as individuals, right, to boost our business, whether it's a product, service, or brand, how we can market the business for free, right? So if you're just starting out, you're on a tight budget, here are some things we could do. The very first, number one, y'all should already know, social media, right? We can leverage the power of social media to increase our brand, our awareness brand, right? You got Facebook, you got Twitter, you got LinkedIn, you got Pinterest, you got Instagram, you have Tumblr, Flickr, you have Stumble, I think it's called Stumble Upon. You have Meetup, it's so many social media sites, right? But just because I named all of them don't mean that all of them are a perfect fit for your product, service, or brand. You have to figure out what works for you. Do you just need content? Do you need short videos? Do you need to intertwine and put questions on there? I thought about doing questions to engage the people that are within the group, conversation starters. So that's something I'm going to start doing starting today. Conversation starters and getting people's opinions and so they have a voice within the group, right? You want to make sure your social media handle matches your product, service, or brand and not something different, right? So I can't have D Flat Tommy Water, but then my handle for Twitter is organic. It has to match up with what you're doing if it's not already taken. So you want to research that ahead of time, right? Number 2, you want to make YouTube videos. YouTube will pay you once you get so many subscribers. They will pay you for your content and your videos. They should start off, they should be no more than 3 minutes, 1 to 3 minutes, and then you can escalate to 5. But you want to get a following before you escalate, right? You want to make short videos, make sure you have the lighting and the sound and the background is crisp, and then go for it. Use your content to build your brand. The third thing you want to do is blog. Some people are already blogging and making money on blogging, but you can blog for free. It could be new products. It could be fashion. It could be what's going on around town. It could be one subject. You can pick it. A lot of people talk about hair. There's so many videos now. People are blogging about makeup. They look like this one person, and then in 2 minutes later, like a whole different person, right? Same thing with hair. You can see people that have no hair, and when you look up, they look like Farrah Fawcett. I've seen these videos, and they have tons of views, right? And they may or may not be getting paid, but it's something that they enjoy doing that is turning from a hobby to a blog where they're generating revenue from it, right? Create content that's informative, that solves a problem or a solution, and make sure you're blogging, that you have a link or something to back up the information. The next one I like is starting a Facebook group, a group where you can build and grow your community, have people give their opinions and post information, provide value to that group, and build trust within that community, right? It's not always about promoting your brand, but something pertaining to that group, right? You don't want to be spammy, but you want to post content that's valuable. You can also do like I'm doing right now, go live on Facebook, right? You can go live on Instagram. You can go live on LinkedIn. Announce the time you're going to be live, the topics you're going to talk about, asking the viewers to join in, do a Q&A. You can also create a poll. You can do a makeup tutorial. You can do a demonstration. Anything that you think is a solution to a problem, that a call to action to get viewers to come on, and then have a promo or email list that will generate following that information. Also, you want to do when you're doing a live or blog, you want to make sure your information is correct and that is knowledgeable, and make sure that the information, you can do a link or something they can go back to refer to it, or highlight an article, so that everything, the content is productive and positive. You also can do an email marketing, asking people to provide your email address. You're going to give them a free this or a free that if they subscribe, a free trial period. You can do that. You can also ask companies to market other companies where you give out free product if they subscribe, and they have to put their first name, their last name, their phone number, and an email address, and that can you can build you an email list, and then you can send stuff out to those individuals when you have a promo, when you're giving something away free, or when you're having an event. The next one, you want to try Googling yourself, your name or your product, your service or brand, and that's called SEO, search engine optimization. So you can see how far your name is when you Google, when you do a search, where your name is. When I do D Flat Tommy Water, when I do Creative Choices, when I do Darci D Redmond, it'll show you where you come up at on this list, right? And you want to make sure all the content is positive to get the exposure to build your product, service, or brand, right? And so my goal today was not to talk fast, because I tend to talk fast. So I'm working on talking slowly so you can understand me. On Thursday, we're going to be talking about a year of completion, how to be clear on that, what your visions are, what you should be doing right now to set yourself up financially for 2020, what to get on board and be doing right now financially for your product, service, or brand, so that when 2020, you're already in full force and you're already working on your goals, and you're also changing your mindset, and you're dedicated, you're determined, and you're disciplined to do your PPA, which is product producing activities. You should be doing something every single day, working on your product, service, or brand to generate revenue, because we all should have 6 months worth of living expenses in an account. That means your rent or your mortgage, your light, your gas, your phone, your cable, your cell phone, your food expenses, your paper towels, toiletries, and then your miscellaneous, your car note, your car insurance, right? Everybody's household, that amount is different. Whatever that looks like. If it's $2,500, then you should have $7,500 somewhere. You should have, if you want to do 3 months, you should have $7,500. If you don't have $7,500 for 6 months, you need to have like $15,000. So whatever your income is, you should have 6 months. If you don't have 6 months put away, you should at least have 90 days. So let's start with 90 days. Whatever your income is monthly, if it's $2,000, you should have $6,000 sitting up. You could lose your job. Something can happen to you health-wise. You could have a death in the family. You could get laid off. And if that happens and you don't have but 33 cents in your account, you are in trouble. Majority of people are 1 to 2 paychecks away. 1 to 2 pay, I almost said paychecks. 1 to 2 paychecks away from being broke, right? I always say I have a cash flow issue. I don't use the word broke in my vocabulary, but you have to find out what works for you, right? You can create a website. You can have a marketing plan. You can have somebody help you promote content. Whatever you have to do, you can go to Fiverr, which is Fiverr. They have things as low as $5 or $10, but you want to pay to keep the content. But find a way to do it. And if you don't know, ask questions on social media, and people will come and respond to you free of charge. So we're going to come back. I'm going to have Wanda B talk about Media Chicks before we close out. And then I'm going to give my little tagline, and we're going to be out and going to prepare for our travel and get ready for Thursday. So don't go anywhere. You are tuned in to Making Waves with Miss Darci on IntellectualRadio.com, which is an iHeart radio station. And I know we fed your brain. We'll be back in a moment.
These 100% beef burgers are stacked with bacon, sweet bourbon sauce, and apparently my mom's fave, spicy sriracha sauce. Eat it, don't tweet it, Mom.
Denny's Big Burger Bash, with burgers starting at $6.99. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner.
It's 2 for $5 coming at you live.
Hey, sir, welcome to Burger King. How are you? See what he orders.
No pressure. All of America's watching.
Original chicken sandwich.
Big King! And the foul.
How are you going to lose when you mix and match?
Mix and match 2 large premium sandwiches for $5 only at Burger King.
Welcome back, Making Waves with Miss Darci. Yeah, I got Wanda B. She's the host of He Said, She Said every Sunday from 2 to 4 talking about relationships. She looked at me. She was in her phone. She looked up at me like, what did you just say? I was like, yeah, see how I just went right on in smooth, like real quick. But Wanda has a show about relationships. I'm going to let her tell you about it since she's in the studio. I might as well bring her on up on here. And then she's going to talk about this new group she just started, which is called Media Chicks. And I love that. I can't wait to start posting. I love the information, and I've been trying to apply some of the information in there. Go ahead, Wanda.
You know what? I want to talk about Media Chicks because you are a media chick and you are someone that brings valuable information to entrepreneurs, to anyone with a business. You may have a what is the word I'm looking for? Franchise. It doesn't have to just be an entrepreneur, or you may offer a service, and you are definitely a media chick. And so Media Chicks is a forum for women in business, but not only women, because there are tips in there that any business could actually find valuable. So it is called Media Chicks. So I don't know if guys are going to want to join the group.
Come on in, guys. Come on in.
But
we know you men, but you need the chicks though.
But what the information that Darci gave to you today is all valuable information. And that's what Media Chicks is about, helping entrepreneurs grow. We want to grow your business. We are in the business of blowing you up. So we want to blow up your business and offer tips, because a lot of times you may not know how do I price my business? How do I price what I do? How do I handle social media? What should I put on social media? Some of the things we offer is how to plan. Like today, you were talking about how to plan your work week, how to make it work for yourself. So those are all tips that we offer, as well as supporting each other. And if we want it to be a supporting each other, that's a lot of times you'll ask someone, how did you do that? And they'll go, I prayed about it. I don't know.
I remember that one. I prayed about it. Pray some more.
If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to do it. But you go, no, how did you do it? Like, where did you start? Well, girl, all I did was I prayed. It came to me. And a lot of times you go, no, give me what you did. I want to know. And we're not going to do the work for you now.
Right,
We're
exactly.
not there to do the work for you, like Darci said on the show today, valuable tips. But we're going to give you that knowledge, because a lot of times you just need, well, where did you go? Well, this is a start. This is the foundation. So we're going to help build that foundation for you to grow with and build from. So that information, when you know how did you start or where'd you get it, we're going to tell you how we started, how you get it. We're not going to do it for you.
Right.
Now you can pay for any of these people for their services
right,
to get it done for you. We're not going to tell you how to do it, but we will maybe help you out with some tips and some things we wish we would have known if someone just would have shared information. So we're sharing information and we're growing together and creating a platform where we are all going to grow from.
Yeah. So go to Media Chicks. And for those of you who don't know, Media, MEDIA Chicks, CHICKS. I will put it on all 3 of my pages. Join it. It's a lot of knowledge, a lot of information. We're all growing. And the more you support and help others, the more it will boost your product, service, and brand. I love that red light. It will boost your product, service, and brand. And I know Wanda B posted something the other day about branding and different tips and tools on how to brand your product, service, and product, service, or brand. And then Jada Tennille Jones, who has a show here on James on Sundays at 4, and she posted something about the best time to post on social media. So even though I'm not active as of yet, because it's coming, trust and believe it's coming. Now, she posted like the different times, and I always look at, because there are so many different avenues and approaches to social media on when is the best time to post something about your business or your product or your service. And so you won't know if it works unless you try them, and they do work, but you can't just do it one time. You got to be consistently doing it. Just like when Wanda posted the thing, I think it was like 8 or 9 or 10 things about branding. Trust and believe, if you just take 2 or 3 of them off of that 10 list, watch what happens. Do it consistently for 30 days and watch what happens. Oh, I challenge you to do it for 2 weeks. Watch, but you got to do it. See, people think they can just go in there and hit a button and go and post something in 55 groups or pay for it in 100 groups and don't do no engagement, no interaction. It don't work like that. It may work hypothetically for some people, but you want to engage with your customers. You want to talk to your customers. You don't just want them paying. You want repeat customers. I don't want one-time customers. I want repeat customers and clients. So go to Media Chicks, join the group, and don't just join the group. Be a part of the group. Share and learn, right? And so I think if we all do that, I think Wanda said, or someone in the group said just the other day, that we should pick a day to like each other's group pages. And I think if we do that collectively, I promise you, before January 1, you're going to have some new customers and clients. That's how it works. We have to work together and stop trying to be me, me, me. You can go a long way if it's us instead of just me. It's going to take you longer, but if you go with a group, you'll get there quicker. And you get more quality out of it, right? So thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Wanda.
Thank you for the time, Darci. Thank you for always making waves and helping us grow. You do this every week, twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and really valuable tips. So I hope this is a show you need to be plugged into if you are trying to make some money, because she not only, even if you're at your job, she gives valuable tips to help you grow. And so we appreciate you.
Yeah, and go to Wanda on Sunday for relationship. We all got to have a little relationship going on. You know, get that smile on the face. So we got to have some little relationships going on. But thank you, Wanda B. Thank you, super producer. Had a great time today. I look forward to seeing you on Thursday. We will have a guest in the studio on Thursday, and my intern will be back on Thursday. In closing, build your own dreams, or someone else will hire you to build theirs. And that could be me or Wanda B. And thanks for tuning in. We're out. I want to hear that song, Feed Your Brain, baby. That's a drop.